Okay, I do believe we are live and we are here today to talk about ISE 2024. Right around the corner, lots of excitement building up. And of course, Jabra is going to be at ISE this year, as they have in the past. And there are some really cool and unique sessions slash events, things you do not want to miss. So my goal in this brief LinkedIn Live is to tell you the top 3 or 4 things going on at the booth that you do not want to miss. And most of these you can participate in both at ISE as well as from afar. So if you can't make it to the event this year, that's okay. Sign up for these events at the links that I'll give you, some LinkedIn Lives that are going to happen, but really cool topics being had and games being had. So we'll get to that in just 1 second. Hold on till the end, because I'm also going to talk about how to give away, how to get some chocolate that I'm going to give away. Unfortunately, you will have to be at ISE for that little competition that I've set up, and we'll get to what that looks like in just a minute. Let's go ahead and talk about the fact that ISE is happening. You should be able to now see that little logo down there. 20 years. 20 years of ISE. That is amazing. I'm looking forward to that being a part of it. This is my first year at ISE. So first time in Barcelona, first time at this event. Looking forward to seeing an awesome team across the pond, as it were, and participating in the festivities. So that's happening next week, starting Tuesday-ish for the expo floor. Cannot wait. Now, what do you not want to miss, both there and from afar? Let's go ahead and switch gears one more time here. We are looking at an event that is going to be happening on, what is that, Tuesday? Yeah, I got to Google like this because I took my glasses off because I didn't want to do my glass. It's a thing. Anyway, this is happening Tuesday. Now, you can see that we are streaming at 11 a.m. at the local time in Barcelona. So do the math for your own selves. When you go to sign up for the event, you'll be able to, choose whatever time makes sense to you. But this is going to be a really cool LinkedIn Live event where I will be talking alongside Paul Sefton here at Jabra about some new research that has just been done. And we are going to dig into the results of that research. It's titled Making Work Work in 2024. It's a fireside chat live from ISE. And really, we're going to be digging into some interesting insights around Gen Z, some of the work patterns and preferences that are there. And I think that you, like me, are going to be quite surprised to learn what some of those findings are, but then learning how you as an organization can kind of capture those insights, learn what that means for you, and learn how you and your org can benefit truly by partnering with Jabra to solve some of those. Well, we'll just leave it at that. And you need to attend, you need to be there, either online or at the event. You can show up and watch it in person. We'd love that at the Jabra booth, or you can watch from afar. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be a great conversation, really interesting insights, and I cannot wait to see some of your thoughts and opinions as you drop them in the LinkedIn Live after the fact. So with that one, let's go ahead and switch over to my next tab. This one, I had a little bit of fun with this one. I approached the famous, both famouses, Jimmy Vaughn, Michelle Bowman of Microsoft, to talk Teams rooms, AI, collaboration, and how Jabra kind of fits into that picture and kind of makes as you can see at the title of this LinkedIn Live, it is crushing collaboration with Microsoft and Jabra. But as you'll see what I did here, I just, there are so many fireside chats all over the place. And I'm not knocking fireside chats. I just pointed out a fireside chat that I'm going to be a part of. But have you noticed how many of those fireside chats have no fire anywhere near them? Like, seriously. The only fireside chats you see where there's actually a fireplace with a fire is usually when it's like a president being interviewed by some major news reporter. They actually have a fireplace, usually even no fire, just a fireplace there. I'm like, why? Why are we having all these fireside chats with no fire? And if that's the case, why can't it be something else without that something else? Why can't we have a fernside chat? Doesn't even have to have the ferns there, because why not? So that's what we're doing. You usually see all these little interview seat set up with the nice armchairs, and there's like a fern sitting there. That's what we're going to do. Fern or no fern, we're having a fern side chat. This might be the 2 minutes of your life you wish you could get back from today after me having spewed all this out about fern side chats and why not a fireside chat. All the principles are the same though. Jimmy and Michelle will be joining me. We will be talking about some of the awesome innovations that have been cranking out at Microsoft regarding collaboration and AI. And again, how Jabra kind of fits in that picture. Lots of energy should be coming from that session. Lots of good laughs. Look for that on my profile on LinkedIn. Sign up there. That will be live on the Thursday at ISE. Again, should be a really good conversation. Unfortunately, you won't really be able to come and participate in person. We will be doing it from a podcast booth at the event. Going to be a great time nonetheless. Check it out online to get up to speed, maybe have some laughs, and hopefully we find a fern somewhere just to kind of bring some credibility to the name for once. Anyway, moving along, we've got a couple game shows that are happening at the event as well. So these are going to be fun. The first one is with Microsoft at the Jabra booth. And as I switch gears here, you will see we have one with Zoom as well. But these game shows are going to be a great way to show up at the booth or to watch from afar, participate. They'll be using Kahoot. If you're not familiar with the platform, it's a way for you, the audience, to stay engaged. Questions will be asked. You'll be competing. It'll be a good trivia, and there will be devices given away as prizes. So a very cool thing to participate in and a great way to get caught up on your Jabra/Microsoft or Jabra/Zoom knowledge. So go ahead, head out to the Jabra profile on LinkedIn and check out that link for the Microsoft game show and that one for the Zoom game show. They are going to be great. Now, the last one I want to point out here, I'm going to go ahead and go to my profile. And this is the chocolates that I mentioned earlier. Oh, look at that, I'm live now. Isn't that something? Okay, let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, as you can see here, we have a recent post by me, and we have myself holding a box of Jabra chocolates. We actually had some chocolates made, and they are awesome. And if you get on in there, you can kind of see, seriously, we have our devices imprinted on the chocolates. That is the coolest sweet treat you could possibly get. So, with that, how are you eligible to compete in the competition? Well, what I want to see from you leading up to the event is, or at the event if you think of it then, but especially starting now, you can grab your favorite Jabra device, a headset, a webcam, a bar if you've got one behind you, and I want you to pose with that in a selfie, and I want you to post that online on LinkedIn here, saying something like, it has to have the hashtag life is sweeter. You've got to tag Jabra in it. So as you can see with my example here, I said life is sweeter, hashtag life is sweeter, with my Jabra tagged Evolve 275, which is what I'm wearing now. I love this thing. Use it all the time. Whenever I use a headset, this is kind of my go-to. And then the last thing you have to have in the post is ISE 2024 hashtag. So again, to compete in this, if you've got a Jabra device, do a selfie with the Jabra device. In your post on LinkedIn, have the hashtags Life is Sweeter, ISE 2024, and tag Jabra. And then find me at the Jabra booth during ISE, show me your social media post, and while supplies last, and I've got a pretty decent supply here. That's a lot of boxes of chocolate. I want to say around a little over 20-ish. While supplies last, if you did that successfully, you will be the lucky winner of one of the sweetest, most cool technology treats in the world. In my opinion, anyway. They're really good, especially if you do them with s'mores. If you are not familiar with what a s'more is, look it up. Delicious with these. So that's the competition. Now, what if you don't have a Jabra device? Well, first, I'm deeply sad for you, and we should change that, right? But if you do not, and you're going to be at ISE 2024, what you can do is you can then come to the Jabra booth. As long as supplies are still there, you can come to the Jabra booth, take that selfie with one of the devices in our booth, and same rules, say hashtag life would be better with tag Jabra, hashtag ISE 2024. Either of those hashtags, life would be better, life would be sweeter, or life is sweeter. So those are the rules of the game. I know it's a little complex. I spent too much time describing it. It's kind of my own little venture that I'm doing on my own, and people are probably going to be like, why are you doing that competition without us having vetted it first? But it is what it is. We're giving away some chocolate bars, and I thought of a fun way to do it. So get involved on social media with me. Use those hashtags, tag Jabra, and come find me at ISE for your box of Jabra branded chocolates. Well, that is it. That is it for my ISE 2024 What You Should Look Forward to recap. And as I said, much of that can be participated in from afar. You do not have to be at the event to participate in the game shows or in the LinkedIn Live we'll be doing. So keep that in mind. Sign up for those and watch that podcast once it comes out on Thursday. It's going to be a great event. Looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to about ISE. And, if you're going to be there and want to say hi, again, drop by the Jabra booth. I'll be recording a lot of content, mostly at the booth, but kind of bouncing around. So hopefully we'll have a chance to say hi. But if you're heading that way, safe travels. Thanks for tuning in today and spread the word. I'm looking forward to seeing those social media posts about how life is sweeter for you with your Jabra gear. Now let's transition to that weird silence where we try to end the stream and it takes a while to do that.